Hello, welcome to another Pauper League video. This week we're back on White Weenie. The reason we're on White Weenie is because we want to try some Tarkir Dragonstorm cards. So we've got Mardu Devotee, we're running 3 Mardu Devotees, and we've got 4 Salt Road Pack Beast. So this was like the most intriguing card I thought from the spoiler season, even though like Sargu, the 2 dragons have actually been doing pretty well and have been a decent addition to Pauper. But having a 4/3 that draws you a card for 1 mana can be pretty good. So we're going to see how it goes. It's pretty good in limited, and anything that's like pretty decent in limited should be okay in Pauper. So we're going to see how it goes. So we pretty much just swapped Militia Bugler. So we've changed out Bugler for just Salt Rogue Pack Beast. That was an easy like 4/4 swap. And for the devotees, we trimmed the flex slot, which is usually just anything, and a land and a novice inspector to put 3 devotees in. This is just like another 1-drop to help sort of get the card flow a bit better. We were able to trim a land because the scry should help us hit the lands if we need it, is the logic. The logic actually exists, I don't know. And because we're running Devotee, we get to run Rally the Peasants instead of Guardian's Pledge. So the appeal of Rally the Peasants is that you can discard it to Raffine's Informant, similar to like Prismatic Strands and Battle Screeches because they have flashback, right? So this one, it's just an extra card you're able to discard with Raffine's Informant, and sometimes you can just like get to 6 mana and then get 4 power instead of just 2 that the Guardian's Pledge would give. Problem with not having Guardian's Pledges, the toughness did matter sometimes, like trying to save from Breath Weapon or another sweeper, or just buffing your creatures so they don't actually die when they block. But we're going to see how Rally goes. Just having more card advantage is always pretty good. So be able to flashback this, we've got the 3 Devotees, and we've got 1 Alpine Meadow, which we can search for with the Eagles of the North. That's why we're running 2. We've still got 1 Idyllic Grange, just because it is handy planes to have as your like 4th land if you've got an Eagles to search for. Just getting that extra 1/1 that you can bounce back with a Skyfisher is pretty good, I have found. And other than that, it's the White Weenie that we all know and love. It's just play 1-drops, play a Skyfisher or a Fiend's Informant, and play a Battle Screech later on, and then just try and beat people down. And yeah, hopefully, because we're running like the extra 1-drops as well, hopefully Pack B should be pretty easy to cast. We should hopefully be able to cast it on turn 3, but if not, like maybe turn 4, turn 5, I don't know. We're going to see how well Pack Beast goes. Sideboard, we've got Destroy Evil for Murmuring Mystic mainly, and Gruul, because it kills nearly just big creatures, and also Hexproof, being able to blow up enchantments is also handy. Couple of Journey to Nowhere for walls and just other creature-based decks. A couple of Lone Missionary for just pure burn, because we don't actually run that too much life gain. We only run Lunarch Veteran and Prismatic Strands as our sort of life gain damage prevention, so having a couple more bits of life gain is pretty handy. An extra Strands for the same reason. A Holy Light is pretty much just there for elves, but you can bring it in against Fae as well. This deck just cannot beat elves, so we need any help we can get, so that's why I'm just running 1 Holy Light. 4 Dust to Dust, because Affinity is still everywhere, and Dust to Dust is the main way. It's the main reason why you run White Weenie, is be able to cast Dust to Dust pretty easy against Affinity. And a couple of Relics, because graveyard-based decks like Spy and Dredge have been pretty prevalent of late, so a couple more graveyard hate is pretty handy. So I'm doing another funky league another video like the Tron one, where I play 3 leagues in a row, because there's one deck I play against a lot, and I'll probably talk about it again, and it just didn't feel like I had a varied enough set. So yeah, I'm gonna speed through probably. I think I'm playing like six of the games in full, so you get like more of a league than normal, and I'm gonna just zoom through all the rest, saying what happened. It should be pretty fun. For the very last league, though, I made one change, which I wanted to point out. So I added a Flaring Pain. So because we're running red from the Devotee and whatnot, And I've never found a use for the 4th Prismatic Strand. I never sighted in, so I just decided, okay, well, how about I just use this Flaring Pain because it's pretty good against other Prismatic Strands, against Flickertron, and also Turbo Fog. So just having this one card that no one expects, I feel is pretty handy to have in your sideboard, especially for all those 3 matchups, because all those 3 matchups are pretty abysmal. So I think this is a pretty fine ad. You'll see in the third league if this does end up mattering, and it does, for both the addition of this and the removal of the Prismatic Strands. So that's going to be fun when we get to that point. But yeah, I hope you enjoy the leagues, and let's see how we go. Okay, so round 1, we mulligan a hand that does nothing into an okay 2-lander. We're up against Gruul. We don't know if it's Land Destruction or Stompy, but they're definitely ramping. So we just do what we can. We play the Skyfisher because they don't have too many early reach creatures, and then we just play to the board, play a couple of 1/1s. So they put a Hydra on here, and now I drew the Thraben Charm, so now I can kill the Aura. So I double block to try to trade with the thing, and then kill the Aura. But they have a Bannerhide Crew Shock that they combat trick onto, so I lose my creatures, they lose nothing. So I hit a land, which is nice. I replay the creatures, and then they attack again, and I try and trade with that, but I get Bannerhide Crew Shocked again. So we do the Gruul sideboard plan of all the Destroy Evils and the Journeys. I have to mulligan twice from 2 non-functional hands down to a very very mid-looking for 5-card hand. We're stuck on 2 lands again, but at least we're playing to the board. We've got some aggressive creatures. We managed to... I have enough to be able to Thraben Charm away the Chrysalis. I could have tried to, like, Destroy Evil it after attacking with some things, but I'd lose a creature then. So now they've got Bannerhide Crew Shock, which I can Destroy Evil if I need to. But I've got this Core Skyfisher that's slowly chipping in the air, and now I have a Prismatic Strands to be able to survive a couple of hits too. So things are looking pretty good. I just got to hope that they don't have anything with reach to be able to stop this Core Skyfisher, and I should be able to get them in a couple of turns. So I use the Strands to kill the Bannerhide Crew Shock there. They go to 3. Now they have a reach creature. They sack one of the spawns, so now I can just Destroy Evil it. Which I will afterwards, but they played a Relic and cracked it, so I had to use my Prismatic Strands then. There goes the Chrysalis. Pack Beast to hope to draw into something relevant. I steal the initiative. They go to 1. But they manage to evolution. They have just enough mana to be able to Evolution Witness with a Malevolent Rumble to get back the Chrysalis to be able to have a flying blocker. And now they have too much trample damage, and I can't do anything about it. So we lose round 1. I mulligan again, another non-functional hand. And it looks like we're up against like 5 or 6 land spy. So this isn't too bad because we have Thraben Charm, so they can't spy as long as we keep up 2 mana. And so, but they exhume a Generous Ent, so now I have to... Now I can't keep swinging in, so just sit here and hold up Thraben Charm is what most of this matchup's going to be. Like, they lead the Stampede to draw some more cards, and now we're pretty much both at a board stall. And they're playing Burning Tree Emissary in this version, which is very interesting. And they now have 2 reach creatures and a flyer. So the goal is to just try and go as wide as possible, because I've got the Rally the Peasants, and I've also got the Mardu Devotee. So I'm happy enough to trade 2 creatures there for one of theirs, so I don't have to try and deal with it, and they're going to do this again. So I will just trade 1 Core Skyfisher for their Generous Ent, which seemed like a good deal to me. Play a couple more creatures, and just keep trying to go wide. I keep mathing to see, like, if I have enough creatures, if I rally and flashback. I use a Thraben Charm there. I hit a Battle Screech, which is great, which means I now have, like, way more than enough creatures for this to work. So I kill one of their reach blockers and then just flashback rally and kill them. I bring in Relic because they care about the graveyard. I have to mulligan another non-functional hand into a pretty reasonable one. Devotee helps fix the mana. They triple Burning Tree Emissary, which is very interesting, and they duress me and don't hit anything. But the fact that I can hit a Core Skyfisher and have a 2-3, the Burning Tree Emissaries just can't get in. And from there, I just keep playing guys and keep chipping in every couple of turns. Oh, I managed to, yeah, play a rally knowing that I can kill them in a couple of turns, so, and that finishes that one. And then I have to mulligan again, another non-functional land, into... This is Turbo Fog. So this is, like, White Weenie, one of White Weenie's worst matchups. So I was expecting to lose here. And, like, the Camels do alright. They draw cards, and I just sit here and keep trying to beat down where I can, but they just keep gaining life. Like, there's nothing we can really do. So this is where the thought in my head comes to. It's like, well, we're playing a bit of red. Why don't we try to, like, splash Flaring Pain, right? And I don't even think about it until the very last league, but, well, they hit a Crypt Rats, and then they kill my board, so I just scoop there. Take out Prismatic Screens, bring in a couple of Dust to Dust, and a Duress. Have to mulligan another non-functional land again, so I'm up to 7 mulligans this league alone, which is fantastic. And then I just try and play as aggressively as possible. Just play as many creatures as quickly as I can. They're down to 3. They take their time to think about what to do there. They wear the Storm back up to 12. I get rid of 2 more artifacts. They go back down to 5. And now they have a Fog. Oh, they Crypt Rats to kill everything. And then now they can just, yeah. Like I can rebuild my board. And they've gone down to 3. But they just, like, have... They've hit land drops, and they've hit enough card draw spells to be able to just keep hitting Fogs. And we keep chipping in, and I believe there's a point where they just play another Crypt Rats. Well, they gain a bucket of life there. I think about almost conceding, but I'm like, we'll just keep going. They take that hit, make a couple more treasures. And they tangle me. Yeah, it's pretty much just swinging with enough to kill them and hoping that they don't have anything. And then they Crypt Rats, Toxin Analysis, sweep for a bucket load, and I just give up. Oh my god, you mean I get to keep like an opening 7? Even though this isn't fantastic, it's fine. We will keep. No 1-drop, even though we're running like 10. Bog, interesting. Could be anything. You do nothing. Rakdos burn. Yep, okay. OT. Well, Rafine's Informant. Discard this rally. They want to return their Bog to their hand, they can. Right, what madness shenanigans are we going to do here? 1 Kitchen Imp. Okay. I want to Thraben and Charm it away. Doesn't really matter. I'll attack with this Rafine's Informant first. And Devotee? Rafine's Informant. Shoot it? Okay. Max Drains is pretty good. Battle Screech is also fine. So I think I want to keep both of these. We go pop, pop. Then just pitch that Prismatic Strain straight up. Fine. Yeah. Bring back Snacker. 2. Oh, okay. So I think Battle Screech is the play. This. Or Backer come backer. Double arms of the veins, really annoying. Oh, I guess they've only got one black source, so it doesn't matter too much. Willing to trade 2 bird tokens for a kitchen imp. Probably? Get here, fiery temper? Okay. Straight to my face. I think that's Finder Strands. 2. Oh, okay. Now I can do this. 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 Get one back bird token just to block the sneaky snacker. And then I should be able to just flashback rally, kill them. Flashback looting? Okay. Pretty good. Not enough to kill me, but it hurts. I don't think you're surviving this attack. But I thought. Okay. A little bit of life gain goes a long way. And I think that's all I really want. So Strands isn't fantastic, but I'm fine with keeping a couple. I think Rafine's Informant's pretty average once we start cutting Strands. I still like Thraben Charm. Kills kitchen imps, gets rid of their graveyard full of snackers and faithless lootings. Maybe Pack Beast costs a little too much, as you could sort of see here. I got Informant into Strands. This is fine. We can keep. Okay. Would like to start drawing lands, please. Jukabog, it's pretty good. Get out of here early. Good, that's what I wanted to see. I just discard Battle Screech, actually. Yeah, Battle Screech is probably better. Well, I don't know, actually. Yeah, I guess Screech. Got a Kitchen Imp coming here. 1 drop would be very reasonable right about now. Arms is okay. Discarded a Duress. I don't know why you'd bring that in. Get a land? Nice. What'd you like to see? Do nothing. I can Strands or I can Eagles. Get another Plains and then just Battle Screech with no way to flash it back just yet. Seems like good enough time to... Well, actually, I'm going to make them cast the Fiery Temper first. If I Strands, they might not even play it. There we go, alright. Now I can just do this. Red. Now both of these do nothing. Play this into Battle Screech. Oh. D4. Pack Beast. I think I wait a turn before I start reaching. That's fine. Just soaking up burn spells. Flashback looting now. Hardcast Kitchen Imp when you have a looting in your graveyard. Okay. Sure. No blocks. I'll take 2. Can't do anything to me currently. And missionary. To breach. To Guy Fisher. To Mary. Breach. I just gained 8 life and put 4 bird tokens into play. So, and I have a Strands in the graveyard in case they have a breath weapon. I guess I forgot about Arms of Adar, didn't I? Oh well. Can't have everything. Pick 2. And 8 life. That's fine. Probably shouldn't have cast both of them. So now I just play this Eagles. Eagle Rock. Back for 3. They'll give +4 to my team at some point. I want to keep it alive. You know you have Faithless Looting in your graveyard, right? I would have drawn you a card. Sure. Let's still got another bolt, right? So these will die. But otherwise... I think I'll wait until I can attack with this as well. Every extra creature adds an extra 4 power. I don't think you need that many lands in play. Sure, I'll take 2. Nothing? Okay. Well, I've got nothing else to do. I guess I attack now. What do we currently got? 4 times 3. 12. This. That should be lethal? Yeah. Nice. Alright. Well, I have a feeling they played not fantastically, considering they could have flashbacked this looting to get value off this Fiery Temper at least, and this Kitchen Imp. So they could have drawn 2 more cards. Oh well. This is what happens when you play during the challenge. Alright, let's try and get this 3-2. Okay, so onto the final round of this league, and it looks like we're up against Affinity. So, Affinity is all about hoping they don't have Kenku, and just trying to, like, play as quickly as possible. So, they get stuck on 2 lands here, they try and equip their blowgun, and they just concede straight away because they're stuck on 2 lands. We bring in the Dust to Dust, as expected, and then we just try and continue the game plan and hope to draw Dust to Dusts. But they managed to actually hit land drops this time, so we're doing pretty well, except all our things are on the ground, so if they have a Clark Clan Shaman, it's not great. They managed to play 3 Mirror Enforcers on turn 5? Turn 4? Unsure, but that's a lot of Mirror Enforcers. And now they have a Clark Clan Shaman, so I gotta try to figure out. So I draw a Dust to Dust, and I try and figure out what the best thing to do here is. I know they're going to sweep the board anyway, so maybe I should have gotten rid of 2 Mirror Enforcers. The fact that they were low on lands meant I felt like I needed to get rid of one of the lands, but they had a Blood Fountain anyway after they could sacrifice with the Clark Clan Shaman to bring them back anyway. And from there, I just do not have enough blockers to deal with all these Mirror Enforcers. And, well, I get to 1. Like, there's 4 Mirror Enforcers now. I'm still at 1. Like, surely there's going to be a Galvanic Blast at some point. Like, I can still survive. The Camel's doing a decent job of blocking these Mirror Enforcers. Yep. And then we get to draw Dust to Dust. We can get rid of some more creatures. But we've taken too long at 1 life, and they're finally drawn the Galvanic Blast, and we die. And now I get a 2-lander with 2 Dust to Dust, and I'm like, okay, all we need to draw is this 3rd land, and we should be sweet. And we do not draw the 3rd land. I have to crack a clue. I get to scry. I think I put both on the bottom, neither of which were lands. And then we hit another Dust to Dust. I had to crack the clue. We hit the land, so now I could just start Dust to Dusting. I get rid of Blood Fountain and Mirror Enforcer to make sure the Mirror Enforcer can't come back that turn. They do nothing, which is very interesting. They've got plenty of lands, so there's no point Dust to Dusting their lands. I'm just going to try to like keep playing to the board, and if they play another creature, then I can get rid of the Refurbished Familiar. And the Refurbished Familiar just keeps swinging in. So, and there we go. Now they finally sweep the board away. I killed the Refurbished Familiar to make sure that there's no more creatures. And then I try and get rid of all their red sources to try to get rid of the breath weapon that got me last game. And their breath weapon happens again. So I dust to dust all their red sources again to make sure that this last battle Screech should be able to survive. Which they do not have any red sources currently. So I get to swing in. They go to 4. And now they need to try to find a red source. But they hit a tapped 1 and they just die. So, woo. Now, that was that league. So we plan the same deck again and we go into another league. We ended up 3-2 in that last one. So we're up against Land Destruction. They blow up our our 3rd and 4th land drop. So we're stuck on 2. And then they have a pile of Chrysalis, so I just pretty much give up. Welcome to the Land Destruction matchup. This is why I'm speeding through these. I mulligan a no-lander into a 5-land, like, double pack beast hand. And I'm like, oh, we'll see how this goes. Because at least it's against Land Destruction, I can keep playing lands. And these pack beasts just get stuck in my hand. Because I have no other creatures to go with them. And I get Breath Weaponed, and that's all for round 1. Alright, this is an interesting one. So, round 2 versus Bid 9092. We got 3 Mardu Devotees. So we're going to keep, because we're on the draw, and surely this amount of Scry should be able to get us there. And we're up against Land Destruction again, probably. God damn. Alright. I think we still want to sift. Don't really care about the life gain. I don't think I want either of these. Oh, maybe I need the land. Yep. Guess we scry again. We can hit some more lands. Take the land. Red. Gonna get an Acid Moss. Yay. Okay, well. We don't need to hit a land this turn, so we will just play this Veteran. Back with these 2. What are we doing this time? 5? 7? It's a wild growth. That's okay. That's all? Okay. Only 1 card left in hand. Fisher is fine. And Informant. Discard Battle Screech. Flash it back. Now I can't really Avenging Hunter. Good. This is where I need to start hitting Thraben Charms and Prismatic Strands. Chrysalis is annoying, but what it is. Party is okay. Gonna blow up a land. Avenging Hunter. Okay. Not great. Now that they've got 2 reaches. Boarding Party. Takes 6. Battle Screech. Get a land. I'll lose a bird for it, it's fine. Now I need to place Skyfisher. Just replay a Devotee. Do not want either of these. Try to find a removal spell. Okay. So, can kill the Avenging Hunter. A Banner Hide Cruise Shock, please. Thank you. Take 8. You get your 2 counters on something. Okay, sure. Anything else? Please? Thank you. And now... Battle Screech. Devotee. Put 2 counters on this Devotee. I can't attack with the Arbor Elf. Sure. Don't need lands now anyway. They'll just attack with the Altar Saw? No, they can't. They'll just block it with everything. Yeah, that makes sense. Now I just go here. Big 6. Go to 9. Go to 4. Yep. Need a rally. Let's Devotee first. Life. Another Battle Screech, eh? Probably good enough. I'll probably blow up my land, but if this works. Now I can attack with all the birds. I can block 1, take 4, and then they take 5. So they take 9, go to 6, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 toughness to block there with them 2 alone, with a couple of chumpers. It should be fine. Yep, that means my card on top is now useless. But we should be fine either way. I don't think they have... That's 5. Yeah. I don't think they're going to have Cruise Shock. Kill the Skyfisher. Yep. Nice. I should have kept the other card on top if I knew I was going to keep the initiative. Okay, Strands is interesting. So if I attack with everything, they just block the 3 things on the ground and then block that. It's not really worth it. I guess it gets rid of all the things on the ground. 3. Get a throne. Do the birds. If I attack with this as well, they'll just sack a spawn. Attack with this as well. Yeah, we'll do that. I'll get rid of the 2 spawns. That means they need to have another Chrysalis to not die. If they try and steal the initiative, I've got Prismatic Strands to block the Arbor... to stop the Arbor Elf. Yay! We won a game. Okay, so same thing as last time. These bring in all Unpack Beast. I guess. Arbor Elf. Yep. Well, here's to hoping that my land doesn't get blown up, and I can kill their Arbor Elf next turn. Fine. Not fine. Play this Idyllic Grange. It's never going to be untapped anyway. I'll just keep this back to block the Gorilla Shaman. And 2 cards in hand at least. Wedding Party? End. Okay. And play another Inspector here. But just Raven Charm. The red source, maybe? Might be the play? Acid moss. Okay. Take 5. They get a red source anyway. Helps. Okay. Nothing relevant. Is good. Not blowing up my clue tokens, which is fine, I guess. Triple battle screech is a bit annoying. Five. And land. 2, 3. Can't do anything about that just yet. Just pass. I think I want it to die. They've got breath weapon. They've got breath weapon. Green. 4. What's you got? Nothing. All right. Try to kill it. Nice. Not what I want to see. Can't really afford to attack with this if they hit a boarding party. Guess I can try. And I could inspect, but I'd rather try to draw another land first. So I can crack the claw on the same turn. Fine. I can block that next turn. I don't know what they've got in their hand. They're not doing anything with it. Yay! Alright. Now I can do this. And then just pop the blue. They try and blow it up. Nice. Boarding party? Yep. Alright, no land destruction, please. Yeah, well, can't have it all the time, right? I finally get to 4 mana to try to cast this goddamn Battle Screech, too. So it's trade here, take 3. Ah, okay. Yeah, I'll take 3. That was what was going to happen anyway, so. Now I can Fisher Inspector. Just get the clue blown up, I guess, but whatever. Good. Heck with everything? Very sus. Feel like something is going to happen here, and I'm not entirely sure what. I'm going to let the 3 get through. Breath weapon? Okay. Sure. Why not just do that before you attack? Okay, now we can just hope they don't hit any land destruction or big hasty creatures. And then just battle screech like 3 times. Yeah? If I go to 1, I guess there's not really any differences there. Guess I should block. Mildly helpful. To block 3 anyway. Do this. At least I get a trade out of 1. Yep, it's fine. Back with everything. Sure. So we go here, here, and here. I lose a creature and I keep a bird alive. PGO is frozen. Oh, there we go. 5 mana. Can battle Screech again. What does that accomplish? I have to just, like, chump with 2. Keep 1 up for a boarding party just in case. Now I have 5 birds. So I can do 15. 6 birds. Okay, I'm fine with letting the Arbor Elves through. We just chump and chump. Journey. I can do on the boarding party. Then I can just journey on boarding party. Now I can attack for 6. That'll put them down to 18. Then this is 18 on the crackback. And boarding party. No. Oh, the only thing. Was the only thing. Like, I could have kept up 1, but then I wouldn't be able to kill them next turn. Alright, we just run it back. Yes. Okay, I'm on the play for a change, which is nice. I've technically got 3 lands in hand. Don't have any removal for the silly Arbor Elf, but... Yep, and there it is. Cobra Charm? That doesn't work. So we attack and then play Skyfisher. And they can blow up my land. And I can Eagle, Novice Inspector, or just crack Clue. Yep. Red. I guess we'll see what they do here. It's like a Chrysalis, then I'll keep Destroy Evil for that. Otherwise, okay, well, they got double. There's no point trying to blow up an aura. Acid Moss. I assume. Yep. Oh god, this is enjoyable. I love it. Especially when I draw things like this. So, cycle this. Get planes. Play planes. Play Inspector. Attack for 2. And here I'm going to get Boarding Party into a land destruction spell, not draw land and just die. We're going to have a great time. Okay. Interesting. Land, please. Thank you. Probably just going to crack a Clue token. Seven. The saw. Okay. Thermocast. Who earns? I think I've float. I think I'm going to kill this Altasaur. I don't think they have anything else currently, and I'd rather keep beating down. Okay. Now they'll probably get one more land destruction spell, and then I can't do anything from there. Maybe Core Sky Fish is good enough. Maybe they got, like, Avenging Hunter, and they can't play it because of the Core Sky Fisher. Boarding Party. Generous Center. Okay. Land. Guess we play it. They've used half their land destruction already. They only got 4 more. But then again, I've only got, like... I don't have many lands left either. Okay. I don't know what's going on here. Okay. there a breath weapon in my future? Oh, what's going on here? I'm gonna get the tap land. Alright, we're down to 10. What else you got? Nothing? Okay. Do this, because I got nothing else. Means informant. Okay, I think I'm gonna chump with this novice inspector. They got a Hydra, they've got a Hydra. What is this? Breath weapon? Yeah, okay, they didn't have it. Alright, so we're down to... Well, we're dead to boarding party. Oh, double breath weapon. Okay, sure. A 5. Reinformant. Scarred Strands. Play Lunark Veteran. You gotta keep swinging. What do I... Do I... Use the strands? I think I gotta keep the strands. I think I just block with this. So I can bring it back. That's good. I do not want either of these. And then... I can crack the clue, but I think I just want to play this. And I can attack for 3. I can block with the Devotee. Boarding party is very annoying. Purpose Spell's fine, does nothing. I can attack with both. And I have to just block and use thing. So we go... Could double block. I don't think that's worth it. I rally to kill them. 5, 6, 7, 8. I can. So hopefully they don't have any... Well, they won't have breath weapon. So I can just block. Block here. Prevent green. And then just do this. Which is 8. And holy Jesus, please don't let me play against Gruul ramp again. The double breath weapon I think was a bad move on their end. But I guess they wanted to get rid of the Guy Fisher that had been hurting them for so long. But I guess it was nice that they must have just flooded out. So please no Gruul, please no Gruul. Okay, so I hoped for no Gruul, and I didn't get it. We got it for the 4th time in 2 leagues, which is fantastic. So, turn 2 Chrysalis, that's what you want to see, especially when you have a rally, but yeah. So we get rid of the Chrysalis, manage to swing it in the air, knock them down a bit, and now we can just, yeah, take the 6, and we just got to try to, like, beat them down in the air. Oh, we hit the rally. So I think we have lethal here. I just try and math it out. It's like, yeah, okay. And then we just rally and then bang. Just kill them in the air. It's nice when they don't draw reaches. So we bring in all the Destroy Evils. We bring in the Journey to Nowheres. And we try it again. It seems reasonable because we got Destroy Evil and a way to do the thing. A way to pitch the Prismatic Strands. And they don't have any red sources. So they just sit there and do a heck of a lot of nothing while I just build my board and kill them. Alright, round 4. Andre Doria. There we go, with 2 A's. Sure. Not very aggressive. Not much of anything, really, but good if we get a Battle Screech, I guess, if we're up against red. But we're probably up against Gruul, and this hand is terrible. But maybe we can blow up their red source and they can't do anything. Okay. Now I gotta try to deal with fumes, I guess. Let's yield to this. and just pass, and I will probably get the red land. So I gotta try to get rid of Arms of Vidar. Wonder if this is like stutter snacker version. Yep, nothing. Do love a good flood out. Just pass. We'll see what they do. Absolutely nothing. Okay. Preordain. Down. Go to the top. Okay. Pack Beast. We'll attack first. And I'll just pass. I'll try and do multiple things in a turn at some point. But I don't want this Pack Beast to get countered. Yep. We're willing to trade? I guess so. Yep. Try and cast it from the GY. Nice. Yes. Do nothing. Okay. Keep swinging. Guess I try and cast this now. This is probably worse than Bugler currently. I'm gonna try to see if it's like better or worse than Bugler. But it's putting up a clock. They'll probably just kill it straight away. But at least it replaced itself. No? Okay. Did nothing. What are we doing here? Mistack. Okay. Interesting. Ugh. Alright. Yes. Try and play this Pack Beast. Into... Ooh. In... Vector. I can Skyfisher. Just attack with this. If they want to try to kill it... Oh, they still have. Okay. Sure. Oh, good. It did 4 damage to them, I guess. Guess we just pass. They get a pile of flyers, probably. Six cards. Have not played a land yet. Odd an age. Fine. Doesn't trigger Murmuring Mystic. Bring back Sneaky Snacker, which is a little annoying, I will admit. Deep Analysis is fine. Gonna run out of life eventually. So, Crack Clue. Spectre, okay. Grand. Go Inspector. Let that resolve. And into Skyfisher. This will be Spell Stutter. Just straight up counterspell. Okay. Lands for days. Okay. Can't really do anything currently. I guess I just pass. It hit me. Sure. Orange revealed? Okay. I can play this. I can attack with the team. I gotta figure out what the best way of dealing with this is. Kill the Pack Beast. Okay. Kill them all. Well, I can't kill all of these, but get to keep my two things alive. Alright, they're going to 1. I don't know how I'm actually coming back from this. Need them to, like, tap out. The Battle Screech would be great. I could draw one. Echo 2. I'm just start chipping in the air. Cool, take 4. Just when you thought 1 wasn't enough. Pass down. Alright, I really need to get rid of this. This. Spell stutter. Try again. Spell stutter. Get out of here. Okay. Alright, now they've got another one probably. Horn, okay. Got some cards. How much damage do they have in the air here? 6, 12, 13. They can kill me in 2 turns. I'll just take this one. This will probably get counted. Yep. Can't do anything. Threw way too many lands this game. Like, that hand at the start was very awkward. I think I'll just scoop. I don't think I can actually come back from this. They're just drawing more cards anyway. The land on top. Didn't really draw anything relevant. Okay, Strands I don't think is that useful here. You can bring in Holy Light, because that's just funny. And we can bring in Destroy Evil. Does kill both Murmuring Mystic and the Modern Age. Could bring in Journey to Nowhere, but I don't think it's worth it. I think we just go with this. And hope we hit something relevant this time. They're holding up Counterspell that entire time. Like, maybe they didn't have it, but had to try to wait until they tapped out, but they never needed to. Because we never had the pressure. Alright, yes first, please. Tap land, Eagle. This is very miserable, but we'll keep. And I think we're going to play that first. The land and a pack beast. We'll keep both of them. So we got issues with Arms of Adar, but otherwise we should be okay. I'm going to just dumping all these. Now they can spell stutter if they want. Attack with the team. See if I can hit a land. Not okay. Like, maybe I should have tried to pack beast there. But they're holding up Counterspell. Now they're probably just Arms of Adar me, then I can't really do anything. Pack is fine. That's good. Probably should have played the pack beast first. Pack beast. I think I'm happy just to crack a clue and see what I get. And we'll pass turn. Brainstorm. Do I just get rid of it? Probably just get rid of it. I shouldn't run Dispel. I run Spell Pierce, but would you keep it in against White Weenie? Mage. Okay, I can destroy that evil out of here. Ukabog. Camel Landscape. Okay. Battle Screech is pretty good, but I'll leave that for later. Still think I just want to get rid of this. In. Could try and make them... Yeah, why not? I'll make them use a counterspell. Next turn's the, like, Murmuring Mystic plus counterspell backup turn. They could just, like, cast it down. Yep. So do I Battle Screech here? I guess I just attack with everything. They take 3. I'll try and Battle Screech. I'm not going to want to counter it because there's 2 parts to it. Ooh. Nice, okay. Now we can get rid of you. I think I bring it back. They sweep me, they sweep me. Didn't have a snuff out either. Another one. Yeah, that's good. It's great, even. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I probably should have devoteed first before I did that. Keep that. I'll keep Skyfisher on top. Back with the team. Put them to 3? 4. Okay, so they can still deep analysis. Isn't fantastic, but they can't snuff out anymore. Figured that was coming. Now I can cast this. Counterspell. Sure. Skyfisher. Bring back Grange. Play it. I think it's going to be pretty risky to flashback the deep analysis if you don't have a removal spell in hand. Yep. Got him on an age, doesn't do anything. That's good. Brainstorm, okay. Surely you get a snacker or something. Yep, there it is. Spell bomb is annoying, but fine, I guess. Back with this. They block. Then we just exile their graveyard. And they can't bring back Snacker. They can't flashback Deep Analysis. So they're just relying on the 2 cards they got off this, which can't be that great if they put them back with the Brainstorm. They should crack the Spell Bomb now. Then they have more mana. Yeah, for next turn. There's going to be the... Oh, they do see a card deeper than the Brainstorm that they put back. Because they draw a card now, and then they draw their normal cards. That's the 2 that they put back. Plus, they get the Modern Age trigger. As long as there's no Murmuring Mystic, I think we're going to be okay-ish. Like, if they got a removal spell for the Skyfisher, that's also pretty bad, but... Okay. Go to the bottom. We attack first. Flash in Spell Starter. Whoop. Whoop. Snuff out. Hardcast. Lunarch Veteran. No Spell Starter. Thank you. Okay, and now they have a 2/3 flyer and 2 cards in hand. Nothing else I do. Okay, not good. Battle Screech, please. Now we just lose. Now they're going to draw way more cards than we do. And always just have Counterspell and whatnot backup. Yep, alright. I can't do anything. I'm literally locked out pretty much from this point, so... I'll just scoop. GG. Got them down to 4 every time, and then they turned the corner, and I couldn't do anything about it. Yeah, none of that was really helping me. Alright, well, that matchup's pretty... It's not too bad. I think they either played well or I just drew very poorly. Probably close to 50-50. But like Arms of Adar makes it worse. Much, much worse. Alright, to the final round. We're up against a blue deck and it looks like Mono Blue Terror. We're really hoping to get the 3-2 here, but we keep a sort of awkward 2-lander and cannot find the 3rd land. And as you see, most of our things are spells, so we can't actually be too proactive here, which is a little annoying. I was hoping to Thraben Charm the Delver End of turn, but I knew they'd have Spell Pierce, so yeah. And because I got stuck on lands, and I'm trying to... I've got all these spells, I get caught out by Disrupt and Spell Pierce. So I was hoping to be a 2-for-1 there with my Prismatic Strands, wasn't, because the Disrupt draws them a card, and then Spell Pierce gets countered. And now, yeah, I try and Strands again, but I get double counterspelled, and I can't really do anything. So I side in Destroy Evils, and take out some random cards. Mulligan twice. Mulligan 1-lander into a 7-lander into a very medium hand. This Rafine's Informant gets Gut Shot, so I can't make it a 3-2. And, like, they've got 6 cards in hand. I've only got 2. So they've done 2 more Terrors here, and there's nothing I can really do, because I can't cast this Battle Screech, and I can't cast the Pack Beast, so I just concede. So we go 2-3 this league, which is pretty sad. And now we go on to the final league, where I've swapped the Strands in the sideboard for a Flaring Pain. Alright, round 1 versus Lucas Borgs. This is a very slow and clunky hand, but we'll see how it goes. Island. To Ponder. Okay. Would have liked a 1-drop here, but whatever. Can only do what we can do. Ponder probably means Terror. I'll just pass. All Eagles for something end of turn. Unsure what. Guess the Grange? I'll get Alpine Meadow. Alright, now we got 2 Informants. I can just play 1. If it gets countered, it gets countered. It's fine. That means the tap land wasn't actually too bad either. Get rid of this. Okay. This is Terror. Missing land drops off the Brainstorm? Rough. Formant. Discard Rally. See if we get boomeranged again. Now they're sort of locked. Alright. They hit a land drop? Something must have gone wrong there. Hooray, I love Boomerang. I could... Brave and Charm their graveyard. But I really want to land here. Get rid of this. Devotee. See if we can hit some lands. Nope. Okay. Put them both on the bottom. Still have done no damage. Now, Serpent. Yep. I can Inspector. Just pass. It's fine. I'll try to Thraben Charm eventually, but I guess I can just like triple block because I've got double prismatic strands in the graveyard. It's gonna be hard for them to deal with. Prismatic strands. And a spell. That's fine. I will just. Do I do it again? Yeah, why not? And we'll also do. Now they have no threats. Who needs lands, right? On the bottom, put you up. Oh, they give up. Okay. I could have also tried to exile their graveyard that turn, but I want to just try to keep the board pressure on. Okay, so destroy evil instead of and rally. Get rid of one pack beast because it's hard to get to that mana very quickly, especially if they keep boomeranging all my stuff. I guess I can play Journey to Nowhere and that'll do. I probably could have, and I put in relics usually too, which I can take out a veteran. Devotee, I guess. Guess I've already hit submit, so there's not going to be any relics in my deck. Sure. Not Mulligan. No Delver. Inspector? Double Inspector. Turn 1 Inspector, turn 2 Inspector plus Cycle. Delver. Hardly know her. Oh, there we go. Inspector. Attack. Pass. I'll brainstorm. Yep. Cycle. I'm just going to get the plan that buffs. Because I want to be able to hit Battle Screech on turn 4 and hold up Strands on turn 3. I wonder what they're going to reveal. Thought Scour. Thought Scour? Fine. That's it? Okay. Well, that's going to get counted, isn't it? Let's attack. Play a land and pass. Didn't even Thought Scour. Interesting. Note, yes. Ooh, Sleep of the Dead. Alright, now you can definitely, like, error up or something. Yep. Another one? Cool. Alright, that means I get time to Battle Screech now. Hope they don't have an Echoing Truth. Take 3. Here. Screech. Tap down. Big one. Probably just going to chump with the other Inspector. Can't kill me this turn. Can't attack in. Cool. I will just chump here. Oh, okay. So now I can Lunarch Veteran. I could try and Battle Screech. Put double Rafine's Informant. I think I just want to hold up the Strands. If they spell Pierce me, they spell Pierce me, but you're gonna have to do it twice. Pretty useless. Try and play this. This spell. Okay. Go into block. Double block here. And we just jump. We try and do it again. Boomerang. Okay. Velvet doesn't die. That's fine, but all my things live. I can't Battle Screech again. We're going to block with the Lunark Veteran. This. Attack with these ones. Let's see if it flips. It does. Annoying. Yep. Cryptic Serpent, okay. A lot of big boys. Back with all of the things. We'll just jump, block, block. Take 3. Now I can bring this back. Play a Raffine's Informant. Devotee. Guess I can play Devotee. We got a Skyfisher. It's fine. So is a Plains, to be honest. Both of these are fine. Even though maybe I should be trying to find the... But yeah, we'll try and find the Rally or another Strands. And I can attack with everything in the air. Yep. Still got a Sleep of the Dead, which I really got to look out for. No attacks. That has to be a misclick. Try again. Sure. Gate. Attack with all of these. They can only block 1, which will be the Luminous Phantom, obviously. They take 5, and now they need another flying blocker. Even if they tap 2 of my creatures down, I'm only taking 8. Need an Artful Dodge. Yep, it's fine. Nice. Okay. We're up. Alright, we beat Blue Terror. Pretty nice. Just depends on how many battle screeches you get, pretty much. And also, Strands also helps. Especially when they don't counter them. Cool. On to the next one. Alright, welcome to round 2 versus T-Miller97. This is a very decent looking hand. That's what we'd like to see. Like, Informant plus Strands for some things, Inspector plus Skyfisher for the grind. This looks like it could be anything, which I hope it's not Gardens, because Gardens is good against us. Or Fog, for that matter. Stompy. Okay, well, Prismatic Strands is good against Stompy. I can't do both. I think I'm just going to play this Skyfisher. That'll do. Take 5. 2 mana 5/4 is very scary. Like, Strands is very good here that I didn't want to, like, just discard it to a Fiend's Informant. I think there's, like, a path I can take where I can actually cast it and flash it back. Rancor, okay. Why not on the Bayou Groff? So now they're tapped out. Now I can just play this and then Thraben Charm the Bayou Groff. Attack for 2. Another Bayou Groff, sure. Can take 4. Fine. Yep. 7.5 is definitely large. I can... Yeah, so now I can Devotee. Do not need another land. Take another Skyfish. Pass. I can triple block the Bayou Groff. Means they have to get something out of their hand. Cool. Shooting mandrels. Okay. So I Skyfisher back the Devotee and Rafine's Informant. Discard the Devotee. Just keep back Trans. Back with just Nest Invader. Yes, I block 7. No, it's 8. Do that. I'm happy enough to just keep one thing around. And they can put the Rancor into the Hooting Mandrels. And Wolf, sure. Are you Groff number 3? Prismatic Strands number 2. I should have done it the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, so I can block Bayou Groff, or yeah, whatever they're gonna give trample. Yep. It already had trample. Okay. So block, block, block. Cast the strands from my hand. Just the best, it's the most mana efficient way to do it. No pump spell. Cool. Get a Hooting Mandrels for a half a strands. Breach. Still do nothing. Sure. Guess they're expecting it to die. In which it definitely will. Flashback strands. Name green. Groff is dead. Draw 2 cards and get Rancor back. So they're up to 5 cards in hand, which is pretty good. Stompy. Young Wolf Rancor? Any Rancor? Hello? There it is. Okay. Devotee. See what's on top. The third strands. Take it. Means we pretty much just can't lose. So we swing in the air with all the things. So I can like double block. Happy enough to trade. If they try to pump, like do a combat trick or something, I can just Grave and Charm in response. Block. Yeah. That. I lose 2 creatures, they lose 1. Yep. They put the Rancor in this thing. I'm definitely trying to kill it. Fine. Troublemaker, oof. Okay. Wasn't expecting that main. Attack with all these. Go to 6. And then they can't stop Prismatic Strands. I just pretty much have to Strands from the graveyard, take nothing, and then swing at them again. I'll keep up the other strands just in case. Sure. Block here. Flashback strands. go. And this is where I sigh a little because I just took out the strands for the flaring pain. So I don't actually have another strands in here. Doesn't really matter. I think I want Destroy Evil. Could run Journey, but they're running Troublemaker Oof, so I think it's better just to blow up their stuff as I see it. Get rid of a Lunark Veterans. Not much. Get rid of a Rally. That. No lander. Gotta love the no landers. Pseudo 2 lander with a pile of things I can't cast. Maybe Destroy Evils. I don't really want to go any lower, so we'll see how this goes. Put back a Battle Screech. As soon as I can resolve this, this will be cheaper, so. Got Young Wolf, okay. Veteran. Something I can cast next turn. Bayougroff. Oh, okay. That's good. Is it not dealing with 7 power next turn? So, another Battle Screech. I don't want a Battle Screech, please. I know I've just lost a land out of my deck. Dark Veteran. Gold Tria Tails. Rumble. Heathwall. Healer of the Glade? Really? Okay. What'd they take? They took Bequeathal. Okay. We'll just put it straight on the spawn token. Draw 2 cards. Yep. Fair to me. Take 3. Alright, land or a card I can play, please. Good enough. Not exactly what I was chasing, but it'll do. Well, I mean, I can't really cast anything anyway, so... But now I still need another land to do anything. Take 3 again. Bayou Grove time? Young Wolf, sure. Okay. It is indeed a little annoying. Hooting Mandrill. Okay. Kill the Hooting Mandrill. Excellent. There's a thing I can cast, is what I said last time. Just take it all. Take 4 down to 9. Gotta do this. If they have another combat trick, then I am quite... Yep, alright. Well, did they... This pass blockers? Yeah, okay, it was. And now they got a Scattershot Archer, so I can't really do anything, even if I draw a... Yeah, okay. Well, that was very exciting, wasn't it? Probe and Charm was everywhere. We don't want it. We'll take a Journey instead. We'll hope that's better. First. Can't keep a 1-lander even with 2 Prismatic Strands. It's much better. We can keep this. Back a Pack Beast. Devotee to fix our early... I don't want another Inspector, I don't think. I'm happy enough with Skyfisher. I can rebuy a Devotee. Try and find more lands. If they just straight up Groff, I'm going to destroy it. Okay, well, it's dead. Sure, it means I don't get to try to scry next turn, but rather not deal with a 5/4. What is this? Beta, sure. Into what exactly? Okay, sure. Still unsure on bringing in Healer of the Glade. Land? It's a land. I'm going to swing with both? Okay, well, guess we got to entice something out, right? Block here. Take 2? Excellent. Yep. Draw your cards and put 3 1/1 counters on something. Nice. Look at all this value. Right, I guess you're getting a Nest Invader. Yeah, you want Healer of the Glade again? Yep. Invader's coming. Okay, sure. Nest Invader? Yep, okay. Alright, I may be in a little bit of a trouble here. Journey helps against whatever might be coming my way in a bit. We'll just pass. Okay. I'm gonna block here again. Guess I can block here as well. Hunger the Howlpack. Yep. Okay. Sure, okay. Didn't hit strands, so I died. Alright,
That's a bit
and
rough,
now I get to save you the pain of...
Maybe I shouldn't have taken it out of my deck.
Well, taken it out of the sideboard, the extra 1 of, but that game 2 was pretty rough. And now I get to save you the pain of me dealing with another Gruul deck for the 5th time in 3 leagues. So I just shoot the Arbor Elf straight away. I had to mulligan again, down to 6, and now I'm stuck on 1 land. But they're not really doing too much. They've already blown up 1 land, and then they play an Avenging Hunter, which I'm like, oh heck yeah, this gets me a land. So we definitely play that. Now I have Thraben Charm to be able to kill it. Which we do. I just left it till the last possible moment. I do the scry route and try and hit some lands, which I believe I do. So I chump the Chrysalis so they don't get the initiative. And I can't stop the trample here, I believe. Yes, I can. I just chump everything to keep the initiative. So then I get the skeleton, which will help me trade with the dinosaur if I choose to. I don't. I just let it hit me. And then I lose another 2 lands. I mean, I've got lands. I just don't have any threats to stop their stuff. I hit a Camel. This is like the first time the Camel's been pretty decent. I lose 2 more lands. So they've blown... I think they've cast 7 land destruction spells that game. And then they do the usual Gruul sideboard and have to mulligan again. We keep a 3-lander, which is fine. And we blow up the Utopia spell, but they have another one anyway. And then they have a Fiery Cannonade that only kills a couple of things, which is pretty good. And they blow up another land, which doesn't really matter because I've got plenty. And they just keep blowing up my lands. And I can't attack in because I want to kill this... I want to trade with this Jewel Thief. But now that I've got the Rafine's Informant, I can start swinging in the air. But now they've got a Chrysalis. I can't, so I have to get rid of that, and I can keep swinging in the air, hopefully, while they're not doing anything. Now they got a big Hydra, but we got the Destroy Evil for it, so... And we're gonna... Yeah, when they block, we'll just blow it up, and then they lose everything. So we won game 2, which is pretty nice, because they didn't draw much. I have to mulligan again, down to a reasonable 6. Has a little land, which is pretty good against land destruction. We blow up the Arbor Elf to be able to slow them down. They Acid Moss to get their red source. Now they can Boarding Party, which gets another land destruction spell, so I'm not going to be able to cast this silly Battle Screech. But at least we've hit, like, threats, which is fine. Altasaur into Arbor Elf is fine, but I've managed to hit 2 Battle Screeches, which is very good, and I try and math it out, and I believe if I swing twice with the, like, all the flyers, I should be okay. Yep, so we attack with everything. They block 2 of the flyers, they go to 4, and now they don't have enough reach blockers to stop the rest of the birds. Alright, and on to the next round, where I cannot remember what I'm... Oh, we're up against Goblin combo. They combo me turn 3. So this is why I didn't... Like, they take a little bit of time to think here, and... Yeah, I didn't have a Thraben Charm, which I wouldn't probably kept up for them to expect to combo on turn 3. And, yeah, they get infinite mana, and then they play a Matron, which will get the Dark Dweller, which will draw them infinite cards. I can't be bothered letting them do it, so I just let it happen. Got double Thraben Charm here. The Camels aren't that great because I just won't have any creatures, and I got to hold up Thraben Charm the entire time. But at least I have a 3-2 that I can keep beating down with. They play a Scope Prospector there that I decide to kill with a Thraben Charm because I'm never going to have 4 mana up to be able to double Thraben Charm. Their first day of class here with double Putrid Goblin, and they get their other Prospector. So now I realize I'm just dead because I can't exalt their graveyard because I can just sack the other Putrid Goblin, so I decide to shoot the Prospector in hope that, yeah, they'll just get infinite mana now, so they might not have black mana, but they had a thing in hand to be able to get the... They had a Goblin Matron to be able to get the Dark Dwellers, so they're just going to spend a lot of time to make 1,000,000 mana and then kill me anyway, so I just gave them concession. Alright, final round versus SN Anton SN5. We'll go first. Can't keep a 1 even with a Devotee. Yeah, this is fine. Much better. I'm gonna put back the Pack Beast. Slam Inspectors and go. What are we up against? Tron. Okay. Not great, I will admit. Let's cycle this for the idyllic range. Vector. Yep. Just normal Tron things. Fisher. They will probably counter it, but we'll still swing first. Probably should have played a land first. Good. In case they had Condescend. Most don't run it. Most run the other one, Prohibit. But I really should have still played around Condescend. As an impulse, they don't have to reveal anything. Alright. Almost online Tron. Play a Prism. Means they can get Tron online if they have a crop rotation. Going for 4, 5, technically. This here doesn't really matter. Crack a clue, see if we find anything else. That's alright. Back. Fisher. Crop rotationing? Yep. They have Tron for next turn. And this Inspector. Hope I don't get completely owned from here. Well, they're not struggling for colors anymore. Vector Fog. Oh, take it. Plane Inspector and a Plains, and that'll do, because Lethal's on board. Don't want to play too many things in case of Weather Storm. Probably Mystical Teachings. Impulsing? Okay, fine. Teachings? Oh, we're gonna Weather Storm? Okay. What I figured. Fine, I'll crack a clue. They go again 12. Back up to 18. No, 9. So, 15? Yep. Thrifty? Economic Wall. Could exile their graveyard, but I'd rather get rid of a flicker effect, so I'll just let that happen. Jukebox, fine. Crack a clue. If they want to flicker it now, they can. Battle Screech. Check with the team. Big 5. And then I guess just play these two. And they can weather the storm again if they want. Yep, gain 9 again. Up to 19. I've only got 4 cards in hand. Fine. That's also fine. All of those are redundant. Only the first one that matters. Also fine. That one is better than the other ones though. I think I crack a clue here. Flicker's good. Back. Fog? Don't have to. But they choose to. Fine. Can't battle Screech, but that I can. I will Devotee. Try and figure out what my next draws are. In Pack Beast is fine. A second Thraber Charm's also good, so we'll do put them both on top. I don't want to actually get too blown out by a breath weapon. So let's just Vector. And then we can crack the clue to get the Camel and then play Camel. Okay. Got double charm. Yeah, I still don't have that much mana, to be honest. Drifter. Another wall. A Drifter. Can't do anything about it, so that's fine. Go. Now I don't want to attack with any of the 1/2s. I will play this. It's free. Sort of. Okay. Now we attack with that one. Kill a 1/1 if they want. But they'll probably just fog. Well, I'm not going to let that happen. Nice. Frame rate's gone. They probably just have to flash back the moments piece. Yep. Now I've got to try to cut them off like the ephemerate loop. Well, I knew that was coming. That's fine. Take that, Meldrifter. And now I do this. Because they could have a ghostly flicker, like in response to bring back like ephemerate or something. They've got the counterspell. That didn't really matter anyway. Just unwind. Nice, it worked. Okay. Maybe it was condescend? I don't know what that was. But we got him. Got him. Okay, so the main problem is that they have issues with the graveyard, and also this. So, like, Strands is fine. Take out Rally, because it stops the Cannonade, Breath Weapon, whatever. This. I like these. Do I want, like, a couple of Dust to Dust to try to hit their artifacts is the question. Running them off colored mana can really make things awkward. Try it. Battle Screech, it takes a little too long to put up. I'll put 2 of these in. We'll try this. Sure, this is fine. Goes to Breath Weapon, but it gives us enough card advantage to be able to hopefully get out of it. Start with Devotee. I mean, Flaring Plane is pretty funny. I can keep both of these. Then I can like double Inspector. It's fine. Inspector. Come on. Come on, come on. There we go. And then I can go online. Not yet, okay. Now we this. We get the Dual Land. Another Inspector. Hope they don't die. Back for 3. If they die, I have nothing. Effect Drifter. Mystic. Okay. Maybe I should have prepared for the Mystic. Still try and swing in. They want to trade one for a bird, that's fine. Okay. Cool. I probably should have played the Idyllic Grain, actually. I don't know why I didn't. I'll just crack some clues. Bolt. Devotee. Sure. Pick one. Sweep my board clean now. Gotta be scared of those pyros from the board. Alright, we're doing well. Okay, Grange on here, I guess. Back. I can rally, but I don't think it's worth it. Take 2. The Inspector, and then I can crack 2 clues. Sure. Teachings is for probably Breath Weapon, maybe. I hope it's Moment's Peace. That'd be real funny. Ghostly Flicker. Okay, that doesn't really do much. Swing with your boyds. Nope, okay. Doing here? Stonehorn? There you go. Alright, that's fine. Oh, that's why you wanted the Ghostly Flicker. Okay, that makes sense. Black Beast. To Inspector. That'll do. Keep attack. Now they can flicker the Stonehorn. Flashback the teachings to sweep my board. Okay. Take 4, I guess. Time to flicker the Stonehorn. And the Refractor. Yep. Fine by me. Pack Beast. Pack Beast is good. Play that. Figured that was going to happen. Now I just pass. Now I just hope that they don't sweep my board clean, and that they try and rely on a fog. I don't think they're going to expect the flaring pain. You can take 5. Gonna flicker the Stonehorn. Yep. Okay. I don't think about it. Might play this just to block their birds. That'll do. Could have played a land. Yep. Can't attack the next turn either. Hopefully there's no Mnemonic Wall. Okay. Not a Mnemonic Wall. Still pretty bad. Yep. Let's just triple block this big one. Because if they decide to Breath Weapon, that one's going to live, obviously. That's the reason why I'm doing that. Let's get rid of these two. Play this, probably discard the land. Yep. Impulsing here. Where's Weather Storming? Rotation. Okay. Sure. Wasn't expecting Stonehorn. Should have expected Memory Mystic. Stonehorn really made this Flaring Pain Flaring Pain plan worse. Okay. Now they've only got one color left. Sure. We can take these. Okay, second. That's not good. And they'll probably have a counterspell, but this is my only chance, I think. I think I have to do this. We do... Let it resolve. Then we'll go to blockers. Now we try and do this. Then you die. No one ever suspects the flaring pain. So I may have lost a round because I didn't put the prismatic strands in, but I won a round because of the flaring pain. So I guess it evens out, right? Well, technically I haven't won yet. I think they might have a way. Yeah, they got nothing. All right, sweet. Woo! All right, another 3-2, just as we wrote it up. So what a nice way to end, right? The flaring pain came through, which is... Well, I'm going to talk about it right at the end, but that was great. So, how did we end up? We ended up with a 3-2, a 3-2, and a 2-3. So, pretty much just dead even across the board, which is, fine. We played against Gruul 5 times, which I think I skipped in some of them. I was getting a little frustrated, especially the land destruction ones. I think we played against Ramp twice and land destruction 3 times. We went 3-2 overall against Gruul. It's just draw dependent. If they get god draws, you can't do anything. Otherwise, if they get poor draws, you just run them over. So it's sort of 50-50. The ramp one's a bit worse, but I mean, went 1-1. We went 1-1 against ramp and we went 2-1 against Ponza. So yeah, 50-50-ish. Just watch out for Bannerhide Crew Shock. That first round really gave me PTSD. We went 1-1 against Blue Terror. You just need to rely on flyers. It's the same as White Weenie as I've played before. Just having flyers, like Salt Road Pack Beast doesn't help really at all against them because it's 4 power, not 5, so it doesn't trade with anything. And yeah, like we just got mana screwed in the first one, which is why we lost horribly. And when we're not mana screwed, we usually do alright. If you resolve a Battle Screech, you can usually do alright because you can beat down the air and you just chump with these. It's a fine matchup. What did we beat? We beat Madness, which we've got a decent clock and we've got a bit of life gain, so Madness is mildly favorable. The new cards didn't really help add much there. I mean, maybe Pack Beast helps increase the clock a little. Affinity, we beat Affinity because Dust to Dust is a good card. We drew all 4 of them in game 3, which is pretty funny. We beat 6-land Spy, so we're pretty good here because all we have to do is hold up Thraben Charm and they can't Spy, as long as they're not running Duress or Mesmeric Fiend. And then we just could go wide and kill them with a rally, which was great. And then we beat Tron, which Flaring Pain. Flaring Pain sideboard beats Tron. What did we lose to? Well, we lost to Black Fog, which if we had the Flaring Pain, we might have actually stood a chance against them, but otherwise that matchup is absolutely abysmal that you will probably never win. All the more reason to maybe do this red splash for the Flaring Pain, because it really does help shore up those matchups. Mono Green Stompy. So that was the downfall of taking out the Prismatic Strands, because Strands is great against Mono Green. We didn't draw it at all in game 3, and we just had mana issues in game 2. But when we drew 2 Prismatic Strands, we beat them. So it's just what it is, and we probably am not going to play that. We're probably never going to play against it ever again. We lost to Blue-Black Control. We just ran out of gas, which was a bit annoying. And Arms of Adar. Arms of Adar is a heck of a card against us, which you can play. The Ramosian Rally is a good card for trying to play around Arms of Adar, which we could play in the sideboard, or the 1 flex slot main is Ramosian Rally. I do like Ramosian Rally, but there's not that many black decks running around, so I'm not worried too much about it. And we lost to Goblin Combo because they just had the nuts both times. And it's probably pretty poor. Like, I thought it was good, but if you know how to play around Thraben Charm, then yeah, it's pretty easy to beat us. Like, our clock's okay, but yeah, if they manage to combo off and we don't have the Thraben Charm, then we just lose. So, what did I think of the new cards? So, well, actually, let's talk about the main problem. Mulligans. Because I've gone down to so few lands, I had to mulligan a lot. I think there was only 2 times I had to mulligan where it was too many lands, but most of the time it was because I just did not have 2 lands, and you need 2 lands for this deck to function, if not more, and it just wasn't there. So I'm thinking we've got to add an extra land at least, and the Pack Beasts just did not really work out for me, I don't think. Like, drawing a card's cool, especially, but I think you just want Bugler, to be honest. Bugler, like, digs for, like, cards you sort of want, even though this one can draw instants and sorceries. Half the time you're just probably going to be drawing a land, which sometimes you might want, but Bugler, it will most probably hit you something, and it's the fact that it just never, you want it to cost 3 or less, and it just never does until, like, too late in the game where it doesn't really matter. Like, there was that one game where I had 5 lands, 2 Pack Beasts, and I just couldn't do anything. So rough. So I'm yeah, not a fan of the Pack Beast. It looks cool, but it just did not function in practice like I thought it would. Mardu Devotee, on the other hand, very good. I'm very impressed. I think it's very good at allowing splashes and the scrying and just being a 1-drop. So Skyfisher wants you to play a lot of 1-drops just to be able to go 1-drop into Skyfisher. And Devotee is pretty decent. The scrying did help against, like, the land destruction decks, just being able to try to get lands on the top to make sure if my land did get blown up, I could find the lands. And not having to pay 2 mana to crack a clue to try to find the lands was very nice. Like, is 3 the right number? Do we want to go up? Do we want to go down? I don't know. And Rally the Peasants was also pretty good, being able to being able to discard, or just being able to 6 mana give +4/+0 was very good in a couple of matchups. So I'm happy enough with the red sort of splash. It seemed good, but I'm not a fan of Pack Beast. So I'm thinking of maybe just, like, cutting 1 Pack Beast, changing it straight to Plains, and then turning the other 3 back into Buglers. That's my opinion. If you feel like High Tides a lot, we could add some Pyroblasts into the sideboard. We could probably even add a second Alpine Meadow if we really want to, like, focus more on the red sideboard cards. the Flaring Pain's fantastic. If Fog and Tron are everywhere, or you seem to be playing them a lot, I really highly recommend one, if not maybe two, Flaring Pains, because the card they just do not expect, and it is very good against them because just really can't do anything about it. It's like Fog, and then they go uh-oh, and then they got to try to like gain a pile of life to not die that turn, and then you have another one next turn as well, which is very good. Other than that, it's White Weenie. It did its job. We went 50-50. We beat some of the good matchups. We lost to some of the bad matchups, and we 50-50 the 50-50. So I had a good time. I hope it wasn't too discombobulating, this method that I tried to make this video with the speedy parts. Just because I record you can see the matchup results, I wanted to keep it in like order, but maybe I should have done like a normal league and the slow ones and then the speed up ones. I don't know. Let me know how you think the format is. I'm trying around different things with the leagues, and I don't think people want me to see me play Ponza 5 times, right? Yeah, but I hope that was very informative. I hope you enjoyed the White Weenie, and I will see you all next time in another league or challenge video.